Hi everyone, welcome back to Your Journey Yoga. Today we have a yin yoga practice to help aid in relaxation and finding some peace and calm. This practice is perfect if you are getting ready for bed or if you've had a day of feeling stressed or anxious and you just need something to help you wind down. This practice is here to help you with that. So, if there are any props that you would like to have with you for this practice, like blocks, pillows, bolsters, blankets, feel free to grab those, but don't feel like you need to have anything because we will be doing this as a prop-free practice. Just know that if there's support you'd like to have, you can grab it. So, whenever you are ready, I will meet you lying on our backs. And first things first, as you arrive on your back, just take a moment to find a full body stretch. Lengthening your arms overhead, lengthening out through the legs, maybe moving through the hands and the wrists. And then we're going to come into Supta Baddha Konasana. So bring the soles of your feet together and your knees wide. Now, couple of options with the hands and the arms. You could let the hands rest somewhere on the body, or if you would like to get a heart opener in this pose, you can bring your hands behind your head and let your elbows open wide. And as you come into Supta Baddha Konasana, just take a moment to close your eyes or soften your gaze. And we'll take a nice deep inhale in through the nose and an exhale through your mouth. And just allow the body to arrive here in this moment and into this shape. And I just want to offer a little reminder of the 3 principles of yin yoga. And those principles are edge, stillness, and time. So in this practice, we will be holding each pose for like a minute or two. And ultimately, as we're holding here, we're wanting to find not only a stillness in the body, but a nice, steady, still flow of the breath. And perhaps the most challenging part of all, finding some stillness of the mind. And as we are resting for an amount of time in stillness, we're also feeling for our body's edge. And this edge will usually feel a little bit like resistance in the muscles. And we want to meet that resistance and do our best not to stretch far beyond it. So we're not pushing or forcing in this practice. We are listening to our bodies, meeting its edge, and waiting and listening for when the body is ready for us to release into something a little bit deeper. And this might feel a little bit uncomfortable at times, and that's okay. Continue to be present with your breath and just tune into the sensations that you're feeling in your body. And as you rest and you are finding this edge, you might notice the body very slowly releasing a little bit more, limbs relaxing into a deeper sense of heaviness and softness. And just keep breathing steadily. Do one more round of breath here, taking an inhale in, and one more exhale. And then if you brought the hands behind the head, go ahead and release them. Very slowly, you might even use your hands to close your knees back together. And then we're going to come into a happy baby. So you can grab the edges of your feet, or you can grab your ankles here. We want the sacrum to mostly be connected with the earth, drawing towards the front end of your mat. So if you come to grab the feet and you feel a little bit unsteady here, just come and grab your ankles instead. Allowing your hips to open and soften, letting your knees be heavy as they open wide. Feeling your back resting and connected with the earth. Noticing if you are holding tension anywhere in the face or your shoulders, in the back. One more inhale and one more exhale here. And then we're going to close those knees together. And we're going to let them fall over to the left side. And you might adjust your hips just a little bit here. Allowing your legs to be really heavy, and find a position where your shoulders can be connected with the earth. Decide where you would like your gaze to be. It could be up at the sky, or maybe you turn onto your right ear. And you can use your left hand here to draw that right thigh down towards the earth. And just allow your breath to flow easily here. One more inhale and exhale. And then begin to bring your knees through center. And we will take it to the other side, maybe adjusting those hips again. You might use your right hand to draw the left thigh towards the earth. Letting the breath find its natural, steady flow. Allowing the muscles of your back to be soft. Releasing the muscles of your face. One more inhale and exhale. And then we'll come on back to center. And just begin to gently press your way up into a seat. We are going to come to Baddha Konasana. So if you have props with you that you'd like to use, you could bring some blocks underneath your knees for support. You could also use pillows or anything that is sounding supportive for you this evening or whatever time you're practicing. And first, we're just going to take a moment here to anchor through those sit bones and allow the thighs to get nice and heavy, lengthening up through the crown of the head. And then you can start to bend at your elbows. Draw the heart space down towards the earth as you round through your back. And again, feeling for that edge here. Trying not to push or force your thighs to be closer to the earth than the body wants them to be. And this is where props might be really helpful for you. If you notice that you're trying to get the knees closer to the earth and they don't want to go there, blocks, pillows, those can be helpful to sort of fill the gap and just offer a little bit of physical support. Soften your shoulders. Belly can be soft here. Notice where the mind goes. See if you can anchor back into the sensations of your body. Anchor back into the unique flow of your breath. One more inhale and exhale here. And then we'll start to rise back up through the spine. And we're going to send the left leg out long. Bring that right foot to the inside of the thigh. Take a moment to just square towards your foot. And then as you're ready, you can start to inch those hands down and go slowly here. Again, feeling for that edge. Maybe you can't go as deeply as you might normally try to go. It can be interesting when we start to really listen to the body. We might discover that we typically push ourselves further than we really need to go. So just find where you meet that edge. And invite stillness into that experience. Invite the breath and openness of the mind. It's not always about what we can do or how far we can go, but how we approach. How we do the things that we do, and our ability to meet ourselves where we are. And by doing that, maybe we do find that the body invites us to go a little bit deeper. inhale and exhale. And then we'll slowly use the hands to rise back up in the spine. And we'll take it to the other side. Right leg extends, left foot hugs in. Create a little bit of space and lengthen the spine, face your foot. And then again, very slowly walking those hands down. Observing your edge on this side, and maybe it's different than the other side. It's important to observe as well. The body always has very valuable information to share with us, and so if one side is more tense than the other, that might mean that we use that side of our body a little bit more differently in our day-to-day life. It's just something to observe, something to notice so that we can show up better for ourselves. One more inhale and exhale here. And then use your hands to slowly begin to rise back up. And we're going to make our way into an extended child's pose. This is where we will close our practice. If you would like to have, again, a prop underneath your head, underneath your hips, feel free to utilize that. And create a little bit of space and length in your spine by reaching your fingertips and the crown forward as you send your tailbone and your hips in the opposite direction. And let your elbows rest on the mat. Hips are soft and heavy, allowing the belly to be moved by your breath. Just notice if you have any places of resistance. You might even be clenching your hips. You might be scrunching the face, scrunching the shoulders. Or maybe your resistance is mental. Maybe you're thinking of the past or the future. Can you let yourself soften into the now? There's nothing else you need to do, nowhere else you need to be, but here, right now, with your body, with yourself. What a gift. Maybe take a moment to even offer some gratitude here. welcome to stay in extended child's pose for as long as it's serving for you. Or if you even want to revisit any of the poses we've just done and extend your practice beyond the video, please do. This is where I will leave you for now. Thank you for choosing to show up. Thank you for listening to your body and engaging with this practice in a loving and mindful way. I will see you in the next video. Namaste.